Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and in this video here I'm going to show you how to transport items that you can't take through portals very long distances immediately. So you're not going to have to take any of these items on a boat anymore with this trick. So the first thing you need to do is create two seeds, two world seeds to be specific. Now you can see this item here, the dragon egg. This is what I want to transport right now. So I took it out of the chest and I put it on myself, and I've already created a second world seed to do this trick. So what I would honestly recommend you do is create two world seeds, and in the second world seed you're going to build a small little hut, just something to basically store your crap and, you know, do whatever with. And as you can see, I have my home seed here and a transport item seed. So we're going to go to the transport item seed, and it's going to log me on in the house that I just built like 20 minutes ago. Now, something to keep in mind is when you log off in a world, you will log back on in the same exact location no matter what. So if you log off in the middle of a crypt in the swamp, you'll log back on in that location. So this trick can be used to do an insane amount of farming very easily. Basically, you can farm almost anything without having to worry. So as you can see, I logged into this world and I put my dragon egg in the chest right here. So that's all we need to do. Now we log out and we go back to the main world that I am in. So we'll do start game. We'll go back to my home world right here. And now I'm going to run to the destination that I want to move this item to. So first we started at the destination where we acquired this item, which was a chest for me since I'm keeping these items in my home. However, if you're farming something like iron scraps or something like that, you would log off in the crypt, and then you would log on your character on the transport world when you have a full inventory. You drop everything in the transport world, and then you log back on in the crypt, continue farming, or, you know, return to your main base or whatever it may be. So right now I want to go to my mountain base, which I need to, which is where I need to move the dragon egg. So we're going to go through my portal here to the mountain base, since we can go through it since we don't have the dragon egg. Now here I am in my little mountain cubby hole, which is right next to where I will be fighting the mountain boss. And as you can see, we already have a dragon egg in here. So what we're going to do is log out right now, and we're going to go into the other world that I dropped off the dragon egg in. And we're going to pick up the dragon egg, log out, and then we're going to log back on in my home world and put the dragon egg in the chest. So essentially what we did is picked up the dragon egg, logged out, logged in the secondary world, placed the item in a chest. You can probably just toss it on the ground, but I prefer to be extra safe, so I place it in a chest. And then you log back out again after you place it in the chest. You go back to your home world, and then you go to the destination that you want to transport the item to. So in this case, I went through the portal, and I ended up at my other base in the mountain. And then you log out at that base because that's where you want to log back in, and then you log back into your transport world, which is what you just see me do there, and then we're going to log back into our home world and drop the item in the chest. And that is how you move items without having to use the boat. It's very, very simple, very basic, and it's something we all can do. There's no penalty for creating a second world. There's no, like, you won't lose anything for doing it. So it's really like a no-lose situation, basically. And there you go. I've got my second dragon egg in the chest. Now, I'm pretty sure I need 3 to summon the boss, so I would do this one more time, go back through the portal, pick up the other dragon egg, and then, you know, do the log out, log in, log out, log in, and move the item to where I need to move it to. Same thing here. If you would like to see it again, then just keep watching. I'll show you one last time to the item to make sure you guys all get it. And like I said before, this can be used for anything. You can mine an entire silver vein, then log out immediately where you stand and drop it off in a chest, and then log back in and keep farming. You can do the same thing in the swamp crypts. Just log out in the front of a swamp crypt, gather up everything you can, or rather, gather up everything you can inside of it, then log out, then dump it off in a chest in another world, log back in, and then you can either farm another crypt or you can return back to your base. Completely up to you. This is a great method to not only transport items across the world very, very quickly, but to also be able to farm as much as you want while you're away from your base before having to return to your base and, you know, drop everything off and store everything. I'm only doing one dragon egg at the time right now too, because I'm mostly doing this to show you. For anybody thinking like, why don't you just transfer all the dragon eggs at once? Well, right now we're doing a proof of concept video where I'm showing you that this idea works. I'm not interested in taking my items across because I can do that whenever I want. And as you can see, this is the last step. We got to pick up our dragon egg, and then we're going to bring it back here, drop it off in the chest, and then we're done. And it's worth mentioning too, if you would like to create a second world with your stash, basically, that wouldn't be a bad idea either. Like, as you can see, I have a farming seed world, which is a world that I almost exclusively use just for farming. I run around there and farm everything. And then I drop everything back off at my home. But it's not a bad idea to just create, say, a huge storage shed and put all the items you need in there. And then you only transfer to that, or you only come into that world to take something out of storage. That way you don't have a lot of clutter in your home base on your main world. Just something to keep in mind and something that you can do too. There's a lot of different things that you can use this transfer method for. And as you can see, that's all there is to it. We got 2 dragon eggs across there, and it took us under 5 minutes. If we were trying to transport these on land, this is where my base is right here. So we would have to take them across this little canal / ocean, and then all the way up the mountain until we get to where we are now, which would be a gigantic pain in the ass. The way that we did it right now, we don't have to worry about that at all. But that's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned something, and I will catch you guys around the next video. Peace.